spiritual side tonight, but for those of us who are religious and or spiritual, we know about the power of Psalms. Mm-hmm. This lady is concerned. When you start reading that Psalms 91,
and break out in a hymn.
In a hymn, you worry.
You worry.
You worry. You worry.
Start with a prayer and end with a hymn.
Okay.
You worry.
You worry.
Yep.
You worry. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, I'm just looking at my watch. Like, how long is it gonna take before they turn on each other? Okay.
And the audacity for her to call her while she on her live and make her read the text.
Yeah, she's her mouthpiece. She's her mouthpiece. And eventually she gonna get tired of doing that and she gonna stop. That's why she didn't.
Y'all hit the like.
Yes, y'all. We got 80 people in the chat, but 35 likes. Y'all please double tap the screen, hit the like button just to show us that you enjoy the content. Also, there in the upper right hand corner, there are 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots and hit the like button. So, based off of what, yes, Cass T said, yes, I love Psalms. Yes.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
You know.
If you know, you know. Hey, cool weather farmer, how you been?
Hey,
yes.
Good to see you.
DV said, Lord, don't make me go to her channel. We reviewed it in our membership. If you don't want to go, we did.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Her
Lady
video
Janice,
is in our membership.
We talked about it.
Lady
Janice said, God had his hands on Shirley. God protected her and humbled her all at the same time. God will force a breakup before he allows his daughter to be destroyed. Shirley not perfect, but she loved God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was telling them about Job.
She was telling them about Job and trying to keep him in the word. She was trying to help him fight spiritually. She was.
And he was trying to hang on to it. That's why he kept asking for his Bible.
Yes.
And wanting to pray. But then, when he got so after Shirley left, out of the scene, then, Sonia got more saturated in it. And so they kind of took him off the path of his spirituality.
Let's talk about that.
See, when them demons, you gotta know them demons and call them for what they are. And he didn't know how to rebuke that thing. He didn't know how to rebuke her. Shirley was getting him to be where he needed to be with his faith. Mm-hmm. So he can,
to fortify him and strengthen him.
Yes.
Yes.
And he got off that path.
Yes.
When he started interacting more with that demon.
Who is an atheist.
Yes. And she started to say little things about religion. Well, I don't pray. That's your God. You do what you do.
And it kind of knocked a little bit of the wind out of him.
Yes.
When she was speaking about that, about religion.
Yes.
You can tell.
Joe was so tired of her.
And so I think that's another reason. That's a good point that you make, Mama. Because not only, and this is what Ernesto referred to Shirley as, so don't go in on us on the comments, but Shirley was the bank. She was the funds, the money. Sonia was the brains. Yeah. But I think Ernesto failed to realize the covering over his life from being married to Shirley. That covenant, that protection over his life from being married to Shirley.
And that's what a lot of men fail to understand, having a wife.
Especially a wife that is a woman of God, a woman of faith, whatever your faith may be, a praying woman. I think people oftentimes take that for granted.
When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and favor in the Lord.
Right. And I think he had the covering of Shirley when he was with her. I really do, because he's been doing crap for years. During their marriage, just within the confines of their marriage, he's been doing stuff, and we never heard about it. He was locked up on previous occasions, and we never heard about it when he was married to Shirley. And it just seemed like
because she kept it quiet,
and she covered him,
and
protected him.
She covered him.
She covered him,
and that's what a wife does for her husband. She covers him. And men don't understand that. And he took that for granted. That praying woman covering him. He took that for granted. And the devil knew he was weak. And the devil came in. And that's why he's down there in Cobb County right now.
Yeah. And that's why he wished he could get a prayer, have Shirley pray over him.
Ain't that something? How God will set your path up. You had a wife that believed in God. He sent a woman in your life that doesn't, is a non-believer.
Yes.
So
to test your faith.
You in between a non-believer and a believer.
Mm-hmm.
And your whole life is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
God's saying, what you gonna do?
Yep.
Which way you gonna go?
Double tap the screen,
Which
y'all.
way you going?
Yes.
Y'all.
And he thought it, and that's what I'm saying, back to my point. He thought it was just about Shirley's money. He didn't realize the covering and the blessing that he had through his union with her. He took that for granted.
He took that for granted.
He took that for granted. And that's another lesson.
Yes.
That's another lesson that we can take away from this experience.
Yes,
you know, sometimes
that's
yes.
deep. And I never, since we sitting here talking about it, I never thought about that. How God did that. He said, I'm going to give you a wife that's a believer.
Mm-hmm.
That prays, knows the word. And then I'm going to send you somebody that's going to distract you from my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
You going to have to decide. And that happens to us in every aspect of our lives, y'all.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Y'all. And I just now thinking about that. How that worked for him. And he didn't see it.
He didn't see it. He didn't value it. He just thought, oh, here she go praying. Oh, remember when he was making fun of Shirley, y'all? About her telling him to pray and stuff. And she talking about God and honey. Remember how he would talk he would get off the phone with Shirley, y'all. And then literally pick up the phone and talk to Sonia. And then talk about how irritated and annoyed he was with Shirley. Because she was always talking about God and prayer. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, temptation. So God will give us opportunity to get it right.
Yes.
And he was giving him an opportunity. Now, either you can go on over here with her or you can stay over here. If you want your life to change. If you want your life to change. But his spirit was so familiar with her spirit. Yes. So they connected.
Yes.
Y'all know spirits familiar. Spirits connect.
Yes.
And his spirit and Sonia's spirit is the same. So they connected.
Yeah.
And Sonia was the spirit to come in and say, "Oh, distract him from his wife."
Yeah.
The praying she was doing for him.
Minimizing it, making jokes about
her coming in with that Jezebel spirit all over him,
causing confusion.
That Jezebel spirit took over him, and that's why he where he at.
Yeah.
That's why he at where he at, y'all.
Yeah. And I really do think what he's going through is a part of his life lesson. I really do.
Yeah.